Today, we've been playing some Chieftain, because I wanted to. So, you join me on Live Oaks, where the enemy RHM has already decided to YOLO and kill himself. Very nice. No real reason in particular why I wanted to play the Chief, I just felt like it. Why not? We'll just see how it goes, honestly. I want to try and get at least like 5,000 combined. I think like at that point that's decent. We are using HP, Turbo and Rammer because that is probably the best overall to use. There's also a Gorilla at the back there. I'll put maybe one into this, hopefully. Obviously firing HE at him. And yes, I know this tank is like stupidly broken and stuff, right? I know. It's still one of my favourite tanks though. Just for the way that it looks. Right, I like the look of this tank. It looks cool. So yes, I'm aware it is very, very broken and people hate it. Right? I would like it to be nerfed as well, okay? I think the vast majority of people that play this game want this tank to be nerfed. Because it is stupid. However, it's not down to us. It is down to Wargaming, and only they decide what gets nerfed and what not. So, that's kind of unlucky. Take a quick snap there, but didn't really work. I was deciding whether or not we want to go back yet, but we might want to go back. I'm not too sure. This Badger is actually going to be a big issue for us to try and deal with, but I think they're going to die. Like, I think this area is going to die over when they try and push, so... And as long as this Badger keeps misplaying and showing his lower plate like this, we should be able to kill him. I should help out this CS if I can. Very nice. That's very good that he died now. It's not so good that our CS died though. T97 is reloading. Okay. Don't really have eyes on this guy. Are we winning the base or not? Okay. I think the time has come to go back and move around a little bit. Gonna make sure that we go down the bottom though, so that we can stay safe. Especially now considering we might be able to get some shots, maybe? Not really. I was kind of hoping that the Manticore might be able to spot, but I don't think he will. You know what? Let's go back. I don't think it's worth to try and go for the UDES and stuff. To be fair, it doesn't matter where we go now. I think everyone's just dying. The Badger has all the health, but... Okay. Well, I'm going to have to go very fast, and I think I'm going to have to go through the middle of the map. What health is the T57 on? Not a lot. Okay. RIP. I really want to get this Badger. I should have just gone forwards. But I didn't think that they would all die that quickly. Plus, I really want to kill this, this arty. Now he's just going to get clipped out by the T57. Rip. Make sure we get our shot in. Load HE, get ready for the RT. Okay. Well, not really a good game. It's actually pretty bad for the Chief, but there you go. It's fine. I misplayed at the end, so whatever. Oh, we did get... Oh, yeah, we did get Sunblind, didn't we? Okay. That's not too bad. But, I mean, the bad thing was that most of this was 50-50 spotting, I believe. Yeah, it's half and half, so only half of this actually counted towards marks of excellence. I think another reason why I like this tank so much, like, because it's so stupidly broken, it's so hard to actually do super well in it. Because anyone can get a Chief and do like, I don't know, 2k damage, or whatever, like 2k average. And you see it. Like, but if you actually want to do marks of excellence and perform like super well, it's actually a very hard tank to play in that regard. Because anyone can go hold down and anyone can do some damage, but you actually have to use your brain and work out how you're going to get, you know, because it's 6k to mark this thing. 6k combined to mark this thing at the moment. Like, that is a lot. You need to actually be very good at the game to mark this thing. And I am not good enough to mark this thing. But I enjoy the challenge of, you know, going for the second mark, which is like 5.1 at the moment or something. And then eventually, you know, if I do become good enough, to go for the third. But I don't know, I like that kind of aspect of it is super hard to actually do well in. By the way, never cross this. Like, even if you're super fast, never ever ever cross into the middle here. Because you then just get stuck, and if they push, you're dead. Which is lovely. You have to be patient around here. Unless you have teammates with you. If you have teammates with you, that's fine. You can afford to actually push out and try and do some things. But I am now going to cross though. There we go. Wonderful. And the problem that I'm facing at the moment wait, is this VZ not upgraded or I don't know. It's actually a misplay there by me, but to push out a little bit too far, but we kind of, you know, we didn't take too much damage from it. Okay, I don't think this IS-7 is going to peak out too much now, considering he's just lost a lot of health. Can we get an angle on this ST2? Not quite. Uh-oh. Okay. I'm going to track this guy. Okay, maybe I'm not, because I'm bad at the game. I can finish him in 2. Now we are probably going to end up taking 1 or 2 from this guy. Which is very annoying. Where's that FV? Unfortunately, everyone is dying around me, which is That is very bad. That was an awful shot by me. No, I die for this. Yeah. I didn't expect the ST2 to just rush out and die for free. This is why you don't push in. Like, I should have just sat there. I should have actually just sat on this corner bit back here, to be honest, but... Oh well. Yeah. I should have sat here. This was much better position to be in. Like, on this corner bit. And this is exactly what I mean by... Like, you actually need to be very, very good at the game. Like, I go down in marks for this. Because at the moment I need 4.5 to stay where I am, and that's at 75%. It's 5.1 to get to 85, and then nearly 6.1 for 95. So this game does nothing. Anyway, let's go into our third and final game. And now we come to the point where the Chieftain is just stupid. The exact same as the 279E. And this is the reason, the real reason why these tanks are so utterly broken. Is the reason that they come up against tier 8s. Why? Why does any tier 10 come up against tier 8s? That is the question. Because tier 8s against tier 10s, it's not fair. There is nothing that a little tier 8 can do in a tier 10 game. Chief gun is working at the moment. I don't know what I've done to deserve this, but... Not bad. So far, so good. I'm in a little bit low. But they can't really do much to me. I don't really want tracking, but, you know. Yeah, I was hoping I could overmatch the side, but that was actually such a stupid shot. Like, what am I actually doing? Now I can go into the side, though. Yeah, that was really, really bad, actually, that shot. And I could be using, obviously, HE against these to maximize the damage and whatnot, but... It's fine, honestly, at the moment. We can now push forwards a little bit to try and get a better angle. Because we are going to need one to actually deal with this. Bit of a snap, but understandable. Wait. Oh. Poor guy. Man, I don't know what I've done to deserve this RNG. I got 1 spotting on the WT, by the way. It's quite impressive. Oh. I don't actually know how much tracking I have. Okay, look, they're all dying, which is really, really good. Ish. I have to just push forwards here. I'm surprised he didn't just try and, like, YOLO into me. And I'll be able to kill this guy. Really, really good. I mean, there's not really anything left, which is kind of a shame, because, like, this is what I mean. It's not good for tier 10. For tier 10s to get matched up against tier 8s because there's just less health. So people that are trying to go for marks You know, you're never gonna get... Wow! You're never gonna get the full benefit of, like, you know, tier 9s or whatnot. Like, it's just bad, you know? Bad for everyone. Bad for the tier 10s, bad for the tier 8s. Like, yeah, it's not fun, is it? I also just cannot hit this CS now. Oh, there we go. Jesus. I mean, the gun was really good at the start, but now it's, well, it's just not, is it? Maybe I can get one more shot off. Nice, nice, nice. But yeah. It's just bad in general. +2. At least the list got a little bit more than he otherwise would have. See, I wanted, at the end there, I wanted to just ignore the list and go for the others, but yeah. No one really shot him. But yeah, +2 is awful. It is genuinely awful. But yeah, I do like this tank. Would I be sad if it got nerfed? No. No, I wouldn't care. You could nerf it tomorrow, and as long as, like, it's still playable, I wouldn't care. For the balance of the game, like, it needs to be nerfed. The same as, like, the 279 should be nerfed, although that's a completely different... Okay, thank you so much. Although this is a completely different story for how they're going to nerf this, because I wouldn't actually know without just destroying the tank completely. But for the Chief, like, I've said this a lot, there is the Mark 6 in the game files, and they have, like, the 3D model, everything. Why not just replace it with the Mark 6? Like, this is the Mark 6 that they have in the game files. It's on tanks.gg, you can look at it as well. It basically gets the S-Conk gun. I mean, it's a little bit better than the S-Conk gun, at the same time, a little bit worse. But you still get a really nice gun, but the armor is not good. Like, you have a big old cupola, you have a weak spot above the tank, which is 240. You know, going forwards, backwards, trying to, you know, dodge it and stuff like that is going to be an easy, like, you know, you will still bounce stuff because they'll just miss. But that cupola is there. I feel like this would play a bit like an E5. You know, you have the upper hull that's still relatively thick, at the very top anyway. And the turret is really, really well armored, apart from obviously a few weak spots. Like, I genuinely don't know why they don't just either replace it or just do something with it. And the gun more than makes up for any, like, loss, right? It goes slower as well. Like, if you kit it out the exact same way that I have mine at the moment, you have much more DPM. I mean, fine. It probably doesn't need this much DPM, so they could nerf it a little bit. You know, maybe, like, make it 3,500 DPM, something like that. Goes fast, not as fast as the Chief that we have now. Like, it's fine. Why can't we just have this? Why was this not introduced to the game rather than whatever monstrosity we have at the moment? Because it's not even a real Chieftain that we have at the moment. It's like a pseudo Frankenstein Chieftain. As always, make sure you leave a like and subscribe if you did enjoy, and leave a comment for the good old YouTube algorithm gods. It's all completely free. You can subscribe. If you don't like my content after a while, just unsubscribe. It's all good. See you in the next one.